Oh, hey, everybody. I'm live. I'm live after all of this. Sorry if every time I put something up, we had another trimmer. And I know I had some today, but it wasn't much. We had a couple last night. I felt it was slight. It was, last night it was a 4 point, oh God, I got to get my hair cut. No, no, no perm for me. No perm for me. I'm not putting no more of that garbage in my hair. I survived. I survived breast cancer, and I'm not trying to put no more of that stuff in my hair. Nope, I ain't doing it. So let me turn my phone back on a minute, and I'm gonna wait for a few people to get up in here because my stuff. Well, anybody who wants to can come up here and chat. I think I made the stream where people can chat, and I'm getting ready to look on my phone to see if that's what I did because I made a stream earlier and I didn't know it. I did it on my phone, but we had I lived in the, you know, well, not the epicenter because that was in Lebanon, New Jersey, and that's down in the South Jersey area. I live in North Jersey, like 20 minutes away from New York. So anyway, so I didn't, but I felt the tremor this evening. I know I felt the tremor because I kept hearing something ting 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 like hitting glass and everything. Like I said, I have. You know what they don't do? We import so much stuff out of China. It don't make no sense what we hold on a minute. Yeah, yeah. But hey, if anybody wants to come up on the stream, because I like I said, we live on you. I don't know. We still having tremors. Yesterday they had a 4.0 tremor. So I don't know if anybody's going to hear this, but the topic, I'm going to step on a few little toes. I don't know if anybody's going to jump on here with me or what. But yeah, I excuse me. Oops. Um, um, whatchamacallit? NAACP got to go. They got to go. Their day has come and gone. I'm not sure when they started. They either started in 1907 or either 1909. They either started 1 year before my father was born or 1 year after he was born. And my mother was born in 1910. So that's what that's about. But yeah, so it's a mess. It really is. It's a mess. They gotta go because I was listening to Roland Martin and they had down at Tennessee State because they stripping something doing away with um, they harassed the black lady who was there. I don't really know it, but I know I heard enough of it to know. And people down there is doing something. And the NAACP told the student activists that they could go, but they could not present themselves on air as being part of the NAACP, which is, excuse me, which is ridiculous in my estimation. It's bad. It's real bad. It's bad as I don't know what. They need to go. Them folks is crazy. They don't do nothing for black people no more. Their time is come and gone. Because if it was before, the agency is 115 years old. If it's after, it's like 113, about to be 114 years old. My parents would be in the hundreds if they were still living. My aunt was in the hundreds, was almost 100 when she died. So they done came and their time is come and gone. We need some real black people. We need some real strong young minds in the NAACP now. You know, thank them for what they did, but that what you did in the 60s is not working in 2000, and it definitely ain't working with these white supremacists that we got in there. That's why I said we got to go. And honey, we got some sorry black men. I don't care who like it. Anybody could tell. I fixed it so if you want to leave a message, you can leave a message. You can get it, come up here, and you can type it, leave what you say. Black men ain't nothing. We ain't got no good black men in the communities now. Nope, we ain't got no good men. And I'm not saying all black men is sorry, but these men, anybody who say they're gonna vote for Trump, they can. What celebrity gonna say they're gonna say for Trump? I'm done with them. I'm done with Ice Cube. I'm done with The Rock. And y'all know for years I've been telling people about Candace Owens, and nobody paid attention to me. That girl, she done set up here and she done took and did everything there was. And Charlemagne and Envy, I'm finished with them too, because they set up there and let that girl know what that girl was about. And I'm like, I could have called in, but I ain't calling. I said, you know what? Because they on their downfall. She done got her black card handed back to her. Now for years the media has tried to convince went against me and tried to convince black people that I hated them. Yes, you do. You said it, and I can't do anything. I don't know what's going on, but I know we had another trimmer. So I think that's why the internet still ain't right, because we still having trimmers. They ain't that bad, but we still having them, and we had one tonight because I felt it, because stuff in my house was clicking a little. The glass on the table was clicking. But anyway, finish with her. Finish with anybody. Finish them. The next one we need to get is what's the Officer Tatum. He married a white girl, and he think because he married a white girl ain't no racism, because he a cop and he kissed butt. He a butt kisser and all of that other mess. But you know what? They ain't got me, because I ain't a Trump supporter, never was and never will be. Talk about Trump gave us money. He ain't gave me no money. He just paid me some of my tax money back. That's how I look at it, because I worked. I had my own money. I had a good job. I had a good job. I didn't need Trump to do jack, to give me jack. Nope, I sure didn't. I sure didn't need him to give me nothing. So I don't know what these people, I don't know what kind of men these are. I don't like that. They sit up there and then Trump, I'd have been insulted if I was a dude And Trump put them shoes out talking about black people will support him because of them shoes. That's just some racist mess. There ain't nobody want them ugly shoes. And if Louis Vuitton, Louis, I can't say his name, Louis Vuitton, he need to take and he need to sue Trump for putting red bottoms on them damn ugly shoes, them clown looking shoes. And if any black person bought them, I hope they don't fit. I hope they reach up your feet and do everything else to your feet. You deserve what you got. And he got these Bibles, and I'm definitely finished with him with the Bible. Don't nobody come at me about nothing about no Bible, none of that. Because you know what? Because I believe in God, and I know there is a God, and I know he ain't gonna let he ain't gonna let no Trump win again and put no dictatorship over here and all these old stupid behind black so-called black men talking about Trump is the one. Trump is the one. He for black people, please. I don't know what he for and what he ain't, but I know who ain't for him. He can't fool me with nothing he say. I've been knowing about Trump. Trump ain't did nothing, but he just a mess. And all these black people want to sit up there and want us to follow them, and everybody want to follow Candace Owens. Oh, and she be telling the truth. No, she don't. You know. So he you know. And he's sitting up there. And the NAACP told them kids not to let them know where they was. They that scared, time for them to go. Time for the NAACP to go. Yep. Time for them to go. Go find somewhere else to go and do go do some paperwork because your day has came. Maxine Waters, Auntie Maxine, love you, honey, but you need to let go. Jasmine Crockett got your spot. She'll handle everything. I love me some Jasmine Crockett because I like the way she talk. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or whatever, AOC, she's my girl too, because they need to, and Jasmine Crockett, I love her because she don't mind putting Marjorie Taylor Greene in her place. See, these are the kind of black people we need. I don't have nothing against old people because I'm old myself, but I see I'm what they call the young old one. I ain't in my 80s. I got some years to go before I hit 80. But all them old people, they need to get the heck up out of they need to get the heck up out of office and let the folks do it that know what they're doing. Yep, that's what they need to do. They need to let them know, because no, these old black people ain't doing nothing. They trying to approach this MAGA Republican Party like the old oh Lord, like the old guard when they was coming back, because there was like voting rights, back in the 50s. What started it really in the 50s was when they lynched Emmett Till. The lynching, I'm sorry. The lynching of Emmett Till was the last public known lynching of a black person, because the NAACP office in New York flew a flag, and every day they said another man was lynched in the U.S., and they did all of that. I'm just all over the place because, like I said, we had another trimmer, and we've been having trimmers. So they said we can expect them for maybe up to another month before it'll probably be May before they die down again. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this, with this thing, because I honestly believe that I honestly believe that the eclipse has something to do with it too, because the weather been, it's like winter don't want to live up here on the north, leave up here on the northeast, because May 22nd is supposed to be is going to be summer, and May 31st, Memorial Day, is the first big day of the summer for us up here. Winter come quick, but it damn sure don't want to leave. It act like it ain't got nowhere else to go. It's just cold. It's cold. It's been 30 degrees. I had a sore throat. I had all of that. So, you know, but anyway, yeah, the NAACP, them old folks got to go. And black men, y'all got to do better. Young black men, y'all got to do better. And I love um, the way Mayor Brandon Scott in Baltimore did. I love the way they did it. And you know why I did? Because, they said he was unprofessional, but Peter Ducey from Fox News Network was asking him some crazy stuff, and he was saying they doing the recovery as soon as they get the money, and he wasn't going to say, "Hey, Andrea, good evening. How are you, honey? We still having aftershock, so I can't get up where we could talk, but I figured I'd put it up here. And I don't know if you heard the beginning of it, but I was saying the NAACP, they got to go. Them folks that's running that, they got to go. Their day has come and gone. I was saying that they don't know. I don't know what, I'm not sure if it started 1 year after my father was born, or 1 year before my father was born, or 1 year after my father was born. And my father was born in 1908, so it was it either started 1 year before he was born or 1 year after. My father would be 115, almost 100, going for 120 if he was if he was still living. Yeah, that time and era is gone. And to be honest with you, when I was a little girl, I didn't like that turn the other cheek mess and all that other stuff. I was like, what the heck is wrong with these people, back there. But yeah, telling them kids in Tennessee, I don't know if you saw it, but telling them people in Tennessee that if, they could be there, but they couldn't wear anything associated with the NAACP. But they went and told Roland Martin, and he put it out there that the kids told him. He said he don't care, and I'm like, Roland, he don't care. Yeah, they got to go, because we don't need no old people. 1909. Well, it started when my father was 1 year old, so that's 113. About to be 114 years. Yeah, that they got to go. They got to go. Yes, they do. They got to go. And then I was also saying we ain't got no black men, and I ain't saying every black man, but these young black kids is just stupid. All they worry about is who Puffy sleeping with, and this, that, and other. Every time you look on the internet, I done had to block so much off of it and told the people I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want to hear that. I'm not into that. If he's guilty, he'll get what he deserves. And if he ain't, and with this artificial intelligence, I can take your picture and make you a stripper. And doggone well you ain't stripped, and I know you ain't stripped. But if I wanted to, with that AI. So all I say to people is, before you rip somebody down and try to destroy them, at least know if it's the truth. And these people don't want to know if it's the truth. They want to tear them down. Oh, guess what? This, that, other. We got bigger fish to fry and more serious things to be worried about. There's the Defiant lawyers. I had something that I was doing on my phone. I had it all written up, and I heard this clicking of the glass. I said, "Oh Lord, here we go again." It wasn't bad, but it was just enough. If you had something glass, it was banging, it was clicking. I said, "Oh, And I live in a high rise, and I keep thinking about them people in Florida when the high rise collapsed in them. I said, Lord, you know I can't breathe. I got asthma, and I can't hardly breathe when ain't no dust flying, you know. So that's that. And um, my thing is, I I think you could see the. I hope you could see the thumbnail that I put up, and it's the Defiant Lawyers attorney Augustus Corbett and his daughter Chloe, who is an attorney. He's set up a, he's trying to be, he's trying to set up another something like the NACP for people. He's a civil rights lawyer. He's studied civil rights lawyer. Oh man, everybody calls me. Daggone it. Just hold on. I'm gonna have to pause this for a minute. Please hold on. Hello?
Yeah, bro, you didn't go nowhere, did you?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Oh, so I meant to anyway. I anyway, I'm I'm sorry about that. It never fails. It never fails. I've been here all day and ain't a soul call me. Ain't a soul call me. But as soon as I start doing something, that's when everybody decide they want to call. They want to call. So, but like I was saying, we got more fish to fry than who Puff Daddy slept with. Kathy Davis. Uh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Um, yeah. I'm gonna have to do something for a minute. I know they're gonna be mad, but Ryan Veal. Oh, here we go again. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, Brian. Hello. Um, no, I was doing something, but I can talk for a few minutes. What's up? I went by Catholic sales, but I didn't go to Lawrence. I, you know, I just don't like to go around all them kids. Yes, 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 yes. I do it all in here. Well, okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye. Yeah. Um, I don't know if you see my face blocked, but I just found out there's something I could do, sort of like, if you don't mind, Andrea, I would like to try this because it says it you could if you since you're on, because don't look like it's late and day people got to get up and get their kids. Is my face covered? Andrea, is my face covered? Because I just hit something here trying to make the screen, trying to pause the screen, and you know how um, you can share things on StreamYard. I'm seeing something with the YouTube thing you could share. I don't know how to work it, but anyway, I'm not gonna mess with it now. But I see something where I could do that. So let me see how the heck to get out of it. I'm just everybody's coming. Everybody's coming, everything. Oh, but yeah. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'll do one of those tests. Now that I hit something, maybe I'll have to hit it again to make it go away or something. But it's good to know. I was trying to pause everything, and it now it looks like I can't see nothing. But anyway, that was that. Yeah. So I like I was saying, it's so much we got going on in our community, and these young kids ain't nothing like we used to be. Hi Jade, how are you? Yeah, I was telling Andrea that we had another we had another tremor, so I can't, for some reason I can't get on StreamYard. I don't think it's time to pay him again. I hope it ain't time to pay him again because I ain't got no money to pay him right now. So, um, yeah, I was telling them, that the NAACP has got to go. That's the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. That's because it came out. I didn't know when it came out. I knew my father was young when it came out. I didn't know if it came out before he was born or after he was born. He, my father was born in 1908, and he's 100 and something. My mother was born in 1910. I had an aunt one born in 1904 and one born in 1906. You know, so, and I had an aunt she died almost 100 years old. So their time has clearly come and gone because Trump and them is not, they don't need no softies. They need people like AOC, Jasmine Crockett, Ilhan Omar. All of them wants to get rid of that old Marjorie Taylor Greene and all of that mess. No, no, we need somebody gonna fight. We need somebody like that boy Brandon Scott, because Peter Deuce from Fox 5, Channel 5, that is Channel 5 in New York. And he was getting ready to try to start some mess with him. And he always sitting up in the front. And every time every time a Democratic person he come up with some old stupid mess. But that boy, everybody saying he wasn't professional. But Ducey wasn't professional, in my opinion, either, for trying to bait that boy when that boy said that he wasn't gonna. They was putting effort into looking for those not survivors, but the bodies of those people who died, to give them back to their families so they could bury them. And he asked them something stupid, and the next thing I heard was, "Stop right there. I ain't for it. I ain't for the dumb shit this morning." I was like, "Whoa, that's how you get them off your back." He said it's behind there. Peter Ducey said it's behind in that chair, and he ain't opened his mouth no more. You know, these young kids ain't got no filters. They're gonna tell you what they got to tell you. And now they're saying the young man, I keep calling him a boy. He looks like a baby, but he ain't he's not a baby. Black don't crack, melanin don't go. Robert Kennedy Jr., he looks to be 100 years old. He looked older than his daddy did when he was young. I'm like, doggone. Black don't crack, they say. The darker the skin, the better it is. Because we grease up, we do some of everything. We do some of everything. We put lotion, grease the lips, grease the legs. We grease from the hair on down to the doggone toes. Vaseline. Vaseline is the thing. I know people who still Vaseline every day. I got a friend. She Vaselines herself to death. I said, "You gonna fry down there in the South in that hot 100-degree weather with all that doggone Vaseline on." But anyway, so he told them there, they talking about he the DEI man. That didn't bother him because he told Joy Reid that he knows how black people are, that they want to get him and all of that stuff. So we need that kind of fight Trump, So I don't know what we're gonna do. What I came out here for, I don't know if you guys saw I don't know if you guys saw the what do they call it? The thumbnail that I put up today. It's because the Defiant Lawyers. It's Augustus Corbett Esquire and his daughter Chloe. She's also an attorney. They're starting a civil rights organization to help fight for civil rights, and to tell for people. It's something on the water of the NAACP, but it's going to be more current, and they're addressing more current issues. And the Project 2025, I have never heard of that until just recently. Y'all have to forgive me. I was trying to cover my head up because I didn't want nobody to see it, but it's hot. My head is hot. Forgive me. Until I'm looking for somebody to braid my hair. I don't want to put no more perm in my hair. My head is hot. Please forgive me. I tried. I didn't want to shock nobody into nothing because my head looks a hot mess and everybody wants to give me somebody else's hair. I can't wear that fake hair because it breaks me out. What they sanitize it with, the chemical in the hair, breaks me out. I got allergies real bad, and I got environmental allergies and everything else, and that chemical it just breaks my face out. And I never had acne in my life, and I'm too old to start having acne now. But anyway, like I was saying, thank you. I knew I loved you, Andrea. Thank you. You know I love you. But anyway, Corbett, him and his daughter Chloe, she's an attorney too. I think she just got out of school, but she's going to help her dad. He's like 62 or 63. Also, he's a minister, but it's called the Defiant Lawyers. And Chloe, the daughter, she did a takedown on one of Candace Owens' something she said on her platform, something to the effect she didn't want to be. And she was telling, when she first started out, she was telling how there is no racism. And also, there's something that people don't know. She says she worked for Prager University. She went to Prager University. Prager University is it's a title of a right-wing show, Prager University. It's supposed to teach you right-wing values. It's a right-wing channel. It's a racist channel. She worked there, and she says that mainstream media taught Black people how to be against her, which is a lie, which we all know is a lie. Mainstream, you taught us how to be against you, And she's saying that, and these dumb people don't research nothing. They don't research a doggone thing. Prager University is not a school. It's a right-wing talking point channel, and it doesn't. My sister, God bless her, she listened to it. I thought it was a school because I really don't listen to it. It's on, I don't know if you two know about Rush Limbaugh. She's on the level of a Rush Limbaugh, So it did. Oh yeah, on my hair. Well, I got thick hair. Now my neck, I got to cover up my neck, Andrea. I gotta cover it. I can't take. And you know what does me in? The March wind. I hate March. I couldn't wait for March to leave. And up here in Jersey, and the wind's still blowing. It's dying down. Hopefully this week coming it'll be better for us. But gee, good Lord. Yet my hair is wet, like I poured water in the top of it. And I just can't do it. I'll be looking better. I won't be scaring you all too much longer, I hope. I'm looking for somebody to braid my own hair. I don't want to put nobody else's hair in my head. And they have to spray all those chemicals. But anyway, as I was saying, You know, they're starting this new thing and they need members to do it. And I've listened, they're pretty good. If you like to learn the history of Black American history, is really good because they don't they her father, the father, he's a minister also. I didn't know that. I listened to him one night and he said he was a minister. He said he was doing that. He was a minister and a lawyer, and he was doing what he was doing and making this thing because he said he doesn't think that most Black people realize what we're up against, and Black people are supporting Donald Trump. I am so finished with Ice Cube. I wouldn't go see him in nothing. Okay, all of them. I just don't get them. And then too, like somebody said, of course, Ice Cube and all of them would be, the celebrities that are for him. They would be for him because he's giving them a tax break. So it's like they're Black, but it's like they're saying you ain't got no money, or the hell with you, you know. So I'm done. I'm done with The Rock. I'm done with it all. But it's a nice thing. It's called The Defiant Lawyers. If you see it, just look at something, and if you like it, join him because he's starting a new channel. Support his channel. You're not going to agree with everything. And I tell people this, you're not going to agree with everything someone says. You're not supposed to agree with everything. You have a mind of your own. You're supposed to think on your own. Think for yourself. That's what I say. Think for yourself because I think for myself. I think wholeheartedly for myself. I like Roland Martin. Some things I like about him, some things I don't like about him. You know, most of the time I do like him, you know, but I'm not so, and I'm not so bent on like Candace Owens is trying to say that black people are leaving the Democratic Party because of her. First of all, the girl stole the name Blexit. She stole it and she took it and she paid for the copyright. She paid to have it copyrighted. The girl had no money and she couldn't do it. So right there she was. She doxed people. Doxing people is when you put their name, what Sinetta does, when you put their name, people's names up and put their addresses, what Donald Trump was doing to Judge Marchand's daughter. He put a picture up. She had to take all her social media down. And I think the young girl had to quit her job because he posted everything where that girl was. And you know them crazy WTPs, the WPTs, you know, they, you know, they are what they are, and they just sit there and they do all kind of stuff like that. But yeah, so support him and politics by Tabitha. Tabitha says she was sick. She needed some space because she was getting so many death threats because of the stuff she was posting about Trump, and it kind of got to her, but she back at it again. I told her be careful because health is wealth. Health is wealth. When you have your health, you're wealthy. All the other things come, and in that. So that was it. I saw so much. I see so much in here, and like I said, I'm going to do something again, and I don't know how I'm going to select the tab to share. And I just noticed this because I'm on regular YouTube right now, and I didn't know I could do it. And they have this screen on here that's the same as StreamYard, where you can touch it and you can go to Microsoft Edge tab. So I got to figure it out. I got to really figure it out. I'm dying to try it now. Microsoft Edge. So if y'all don't mind, because that's really what I wanted to say. But since y'all came, I figured I'd stay up here and we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. If I know anything about it, I'll speak on it. Um, I hope you can still hear me. I want to try something, and I want you guys to tell me if you hear it. Oh, I see a pair of sneakers I want, and they don't look like Donald Trump's either, you know. So I'm going to try to put something on the screen. You probably can't see me, but I want to see, just try to see if I could do it. And let's see how we're going to do this. So, okay. Oh, let me see something. Oh, here it is. I'm going to share this. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see what I just put up? Oh, wow. Now I got to figure out how you can hear because I can't hear a thing. Wow, I didn't know that. That's good to know. Ooh. So now how do I turn it up? Jay, do you know how to turn this up? Because I don't know how to turn it up. And I found this out by mistake, you know. So yeah, he's desperate to avoid the slammer. He ought to thought about that when he was doing all that crazy mess he was doing. I can't wait for him. I never wanted somebody to go to jail so bad in my whole doggone life, black or white. I never wanted nobody to go to jail the way I want him to go. And did any of you see the Republicans in Congress wanted to name Dulles Airport? I'm not sure if that's in Texas or in Florida, but wherever it is, they want to name an airport for President Donald Trump. Oh, yeah, it is. I don't know why I did that. Oh, I know why I did that because I ain't got no glasses and I can't read. It be going to say I gotta fix that, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it, Andrea, for the next one because I just found something out. I'll fix that. I'm glad you reminded me because I meant to take it off in there to slow mo. I thought I was gonna get some smart asses. That's why I put it on. So I could tell them what I think they want to know. But anyway, I don't know how to make this come up where you can hear it, but I'm one step closer to getting it right. So I may be able to do it once I find out how to make it loud. It says view tab MSNW. So now how do I turn it up? That's the thing. I got to find out how to turn it up. So let's see. Anyway, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. I'm gonna mess with it. And ask Google. Yeah, Jane, I'm gonna mess with it when I'm finished doing the line. But I'm one step ahead because I didn't even know I could do that. I tried to pause it because my phone kept ringing. My phone just kept ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. So I don't know. Well, I appreciate you all being here. If there's anything else you want to talk about, maybe that I know, maybe I could talk about it. If you put it in the chat until I figure out how we can talk back and forth, and you can comment. Like I said, I got one part of it right, but I don't know how to get the right of it yet. But like Jay said, I'm gonna ask Google. Everybody says ask Google. Google is the thing. Yep. So, yep. So I'm gonna wait and see if you guys got anything y'all want to talk about. But go check out the Defiant Lawyers and subscribe to that thing so YouTube can pay him because Donald Trump's people is coming after you, and he'll explain Project 2025 to you. He has a whole series on how his name is Augustus Corbett, Esquire. He's a lawyer, a minister, a lawyer, and a minister. And he explains it and said the Republicans have been planning this for years. They started the plan when Reagan got into office. So you know how long ago. Oh, you have to forgive me. I have a bad back and I can only sit in one spot, but for so long without moving. Anyway, yeah, he explains it. But if you go there, if you want to know about Project 25, go to the Defiant Lawyers, click and like them, give them some support, because we need people like him to balance out all the nonsense that that the right wing is not so much that they're Republican, is that it's these Christian nationalists, and Christian nationalism is another name for white supremacy, like the I hope I'm saying this name right, Coeur d'Alene in I think I saw something.
We have to recite, and it's a motion that's been duly filed. He
Yeah.
has the right to do it under the law. But we all know underlying it, it's the same thing they tried with the Fani Willis, that she's going to make somehow money because she's dating the guy that works with her, right? We know it's BS, but we have to go through the motions. And just talk about that as kind of, because this to me does fall into the how do you cover Trump
I know
world, does it not?
Oh, sure. It absolutely does.
Just
And so,
one
I mean, I think there's a
here.
thing that you have to treat all of this with a kind of professional diligence.
Oh, okay.
Even on the
So I
judicial side,
figured what
certainly
to
on
do.
the journalism side. And
Wow.
beneath that,
Ain't
there's
that
also a
something?
kind of
I
recognition
didn't
of
even
what
know
this is,
that.
which
Yeah.
is,
By mistake.
to make a boxing analogy, there was an old tactic that you sometimes see boxers do when they knew they were losing, which was just to try to tie up the opponent.
Lay on them.
Just
Yes,
lay on
I'm a
them.
huge boxing fan. You don't spoke my language here.
Just keep hugging
Yes,
the
keep
person
hugging them.
until the bell rings.
Yes.
And in this case, the bell is the November election.
Yeah.
And the hope is that if you can throw enough obstacles, enough kinds of political, rather legal motions, this thing will drag out. But I think that we have to, and on the journalism side, we have to give the facts that are happening,
Yeah.
and also the context around it, so people get a sense of why this is happening.
Why it's happening. And Joyce, I guess the question is, how long does the judiciary have to do that, right? I mean, they have to take these motions, they have to accept them, they have to go through the motion. This is Trump's last-ditch attempt. He doesn't want this trial to happen because his pollsters are probably telling him that if he goes through this case, which isn't going to take, a year, and he's then found guilty, he's then a felon. And that's going to impact his ability to add to his coalition, to get independents to vote for him. There's lots of evidence that people, they won't vote for him if he is a felon. How long does the judicial branch of our government have to keep going through this? At what point can they say this is frivolous? Stop.
Yeah, so I think any judge who wants to and who's paying attention appreciates that Trump is now at that desperate stage of last-ditch, often not meritorious motions. But something that I think is tough for people when they look at Trump to wrap their arms around is this notion that judges have an obligation that has nothing to do with politics. They have an obligation to give every defendant, even and perhaps especially Donald Trump, the due process that we're entitled to. So this judge might have been well within his rights to not hear a second motion for recusal. When you make a request to recuse, you don't get to keep filing it over and over. If you lose, you can raise it on appeal if you get convicted. But the judge is being conscientious here because there are some new grounds, some additional circumstances, and he will give it a hard look. But I think what's changing with most of the judiciary is that they are ruling more quickly. They are not bending over backwards to give Donald Trump, the benefit of every doubt. This is a judge who looks like he is serious about getting this case to trial on time.
But and the other thing that's different about this, Jelani, is that we're also talking about the judge's family, his daughter. And Donald Trump is being very relentless about the fact that he is going to keep naming this young woman who has nothing to do with this case out her job, what she does for a living, and naming her, shaming her, and honestly trying to get her targeted. It's a repeated pattern. He's done it with Fani Willis. He's done it with Letitia James. At a certain point, we're talking about somebody who is a danger to people.
Well, I think there's another kind of theme here, which is that every legitimate process by which he has been accountable or anything that he doesn't like, he has made to seem illegitimate, or he's tried to paint it as illegitimate. And the way that you do that is to say that he's being unfairly targeted. This is what happened in the Iowa caucuses in the 2016 election. This is what happened on January 6th in the 2020 election. And now we've seen it in subsequent, every institution. Journalism is biased. Anything that has come out that has been unfavorable to him.
Yeah.
And I think this is the latest strand of that we're seeing, but it's part of a very established pattern. And I will give you two historical footnotes here while we're talking. James Michael Curley, 1946, mayor of Boston, ran for re-election while indicted and actually won, served part of a prison term while in office, and appointed another person as a caretaker and came out, resumed the mayorship.
Wow.
And 1912, Eugene Debs ran for president while arrested, while behind bars, received about almost a million votes, which was the highest that any socialist candidate had ever received.
Right.
Those were the only two examples I could come up with when I was trying to rack my brain about what happens with political figures who have been indicted, who are still running for an office.
And here, because it is a big question, Joyce. I don't believe he'll spend a day. I can't imagine, him actually serving time. Although I guess he could, in theory. In this case, it would be a felony. What do you think the prospect that Donald Trump will join this very notorious, very brief list that Jelani has given us of historical figures who've served time and also served in office?
So look, I spent a lot of time as a prosecutor, Joy, 25 years, and something that you learn is that the dynamic shifts after there's been a conviction, after a jury pronounces their decision that someone is guilty. The only thing left to consider at that point is what the sentence should be. And at that point, this sort of gravitas that Donald Trump has tried to wrap himself in, this I'm a political candidate.
Now I don't know how to cut it off. That is so funny. That. Oh, Lord. Can you see this, Andrea? What's up on the screen? Because I got something else coming up. I didn't know this mess was coming up. Jesus Christ. Everything. I don't know what the heck I did. Andrea, can you hear this? Can you see this? I have a live stream coming on the phone too. This is crazy. Yep. This is so crazy. Anyway, I'm done. What the heck happened here? Did I cut the stream off? Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I don't know what I did. Oh, here I am. Fine too. Yes, I can hear fine too. What did you say no to? I got, do you want, I don't know what I asked you, Andrea. I'm sorry. I was trying to end this and this popped up on my screen. You can't see it. It says, it says 9:14 that, so, yeah, I know you're still here, but I was wondering, can you see what's on the screen now? Because I stopped sharing the other one. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to use this as a test, and I'm going to close this out. And you should be getting another one, and that's on the phone. Like, that's coming from my phone. So we'll see how that one comes up. Everything is slow. I think the internet, like I said, we had another tremor. I heard the clicking, like that noise. It didn't last long, but I kept hearing something like this, and I kept wondering what was going on. And I said, oh God, here we go again. It scares me. I hope it don't decide it want to act crazy and do something. I keep thinking about them people in Florida, the building collapsed down on them. I'm like, my God, I can't take that. I don't think I would survive that, you know. So I'm going to end this stream, and let me see how I can end it. I'm going to send this. Yeah. So I'm sending a link. Oh, okay. I see you're still here. Welcome to Andrea. So, what the hell? Anyway, Andrea, I'm going to end this because that this earthquake has got this internet all screwy. So let me see. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Now I'm back. Yeah. Oh, you can't see what's on. You don't see what I see. You see me, but you don't see what. Okay, I got it. So anyway, it was nice. And now I found something else, and I thank you all for coming on, because if y'all hadn't came on, I would have never, known that I could do it. So I can sort of do the same thing that I can do with StreamYard, and that's kind of good to know. But anyway, like I said, everything is just crazy. We are still having tremors. They don't last long, because I don't know if they played it and said the Ramapo fault. It's next to the mountains, because like I said, the Appalachian Mountains comes through, it comes through my town, because I live in a valley. I live in the Passaic Valley, So anyway, it was good. It's getting late. I'm not going to hold all of y'all up, but it was a good night. It still turned out to be a good night because I learned something. All right, dear. Tomorrow, I don't know if you're going to be up, but 8 o'clock. I don't know. I'm on Eastern time, and I think you're on Central time. So it'll be 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm quite sure you don't want to get up that early, because us folks that don't go to work, we do not be trying to get up all early. I know I don't. I used to get up every morning at 4:30 and take 2 buses. All right, dear. So I'll let you know if I do another one. I'm going to figure something out. I'm going to do some testing on this like I did on StreamYard. Have a good night, honey. You're up. Okay. All right. So maybe I'll see you, because Vic said he's going to do one in the morning. Me and him are going to do something in the morning, because it's, like I said, until these trimmers start. They said we may have them until the end of the month. And I don't care what nobody says, I think it has something to do with that damn eclipse. People going to the moon. Because every time people start going to the moon, the weather gets stupid. Ever since those 2 men walked on the moon and went up there, putting their big feet up in that whatever that is, the weather has been cuckoo. I told my friend in California, he was saying how cold he was. I said, yeah, we getting I said on the East Coast, we getting California summers, and we getting California winters. Warm during the day, and you sweat, and at night you need a damn coat. As soon as the sun go down, you need a coat. I'm like, what the hell? But anyway, all right. Good night, honey. I might put something back up, so if you want to see it, come on back up. You know you're always welcome. Have a good night. Yeah.